Welcome to the program. We start with good news on this Thanksgiving week. The guardrails, the rules, if you will, of our democracy are holding up just fine. Sure, Donald Trump got elected to destroy the system, to tear Washington norms to the ground. And in many ways, he's succeeded. But tonight, we have a message for Democrats claiming President Trump is destroying the guardrails of American democracy. Just a case study of the past 12 hours have shown us those guardrails are working just fine. That is a great thing, whether you agree or disagree with Donald Trump. Big hour ahead, Bill O'Reilly joins us on whether Trump's people are serving him well, plus Jessica Vaughn, former Homeland Security Chief Chad Wolf, on the new immigration debate has nothing to do with ICE raids. Ryan Thorpe tells us how Minnesota taxpayers started funding a Somali terrorist group with hundreds of millions of dollars. But first, as always, our Why It Matters segment tonight. The American system of democracy is working as intended. And again, you can like what Trump's doing, you can not like what Trump's doing. America continuing is important. It's something that should be celebrated. When you think of checks and balances, think of a bumper car arena. Remember that from those little amusement parks we used to all go to? Under the system set up by our founders, the three branches of government each have predetermined guardrails. It's like bumper cars. The cars smash into each other, but there are guardrails to keep the bumper cars from going outside of the rules or the arena. We saw two of them in action today. First, a judge dismissed the cases against former FBI Director James Comey, New York Attorney General Letitia James. We've been clear on this program. Lawfare is a bad thing for the country, no matter which side does it. Going after your political opponents, which the Democrats started first, Trump continues, not good for America. Today, the cases were dismissed. And Secretary of War Pete Hegseth just announced an investigation into Arizona Senator Mark Kelly. Kelly is one of 6 Democrats encouraging troops to defy what they called unlawful military orders, and for political purposes started an enormous storm in America. The senator responded to the news on X, "If this is meant to intimidate me and other members of Congress from doing our jobs and holding this administration accountable, it won't work. I've given too much to this country to be silenced by bullies who care more about their own power than protecting the Constitution." To be fair, he sent that out about an hour and a half before his fundraising email asking for money and political donations to stand up to Donald Trump. So take from that what you will. This all comes back to the topic of unlawful orders. You remember this video from last week? It's interesting because at least 3 Democrats seen in the video, and this is the important point, can't say what unlawful orders they are talking about.
Are you hearing that there are unlawful orders being given?
Well, we're hearing the same thing that you are.
To my knowledge, I am not aware of things that are illegal.
Send troops into Chicago, send troops into polling stations, kill terrorists' families, arrest and execute members of Congress.
So those were comments, not orders he gave, and social media posts and but I hear you.
Yeah, we all heard. So far, there is not even an example of an order that came close to being illegal. And it gets worse for Democrats. You know things are not going well for a Democrat when they lost MS Now's Joe Scarborough. Even Scarborough acknowledged that presidents have a lot of leeway in using American military power without congressional authority.
Wrong answer.
Well,
I'm sorry, with all due respect, wrong answer. President of the United States, the commander-in-chief does have, Jonathan Lemire, wide latitude. Just does.
So Scarborough makes a good point. In time, we'll find out if Kelly violated the Uniform Code of Military Justice. That's the point of an investigation. That's the way the law works. Those are the way the guardrails work. It's the same reason a judge dismissed the case against Comey and James. Those were the guardrails working. The judge found interim U.S. Attorney Lindsay Halligan was unlawfully appointed. Generally speaking, U.S. attorneys have to be confirmed by the Senate, which hasn't happened. But that doesn't mean the case is over, of course. Comey knows this.
I know that Donald Trump will probably come after me again, and my attitude is going to be the same. I'm innocent, I am not afraid, and I believe in an independent federal judiciary.
Trump will probably go after both Comey and James again, and they will try to have it thrown out for a lot of reasons. But at least for now, our system of checks and balances is working as intended. Across the East Coast, from Virginia to Massachusetts, the Founding Fathers are smiling in their graves. It's a good thing. So the next time you hear someone melting down that American democracy is ending under Trump, might happen a few times over Thanksgiving dinner this week, just remind them that the guardrails are still in place, just like they were 240 years ago.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.